Jonathan Duran here alongside baseball head coach Jim Koerner. Coach, North Carolina Central, 28 wins this year, a new Division I record. First of all, Coach, congratulations on that, and just give a quick reflection of the season from that vantage point.
Yeah, thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, 28 wins. It was a great accomplishment. I felt like we took another step forward as a program, and I feel like the seniors have laid a great foundation. They've left the program a lot better than when they got here, and I think we're going to continue to get better from here.
Season opener against Wagner. Unfortunately, a loss in extra innings, but 3 home runs hit by the Eagles in that game. That kind of set a bellwether for this Eagle team. They were very strong at the plate, tons of hits. What did you see offensively from this team?
I thought our guys did a really good job of generating offense. I think we scored runs in different kinds of ways, from doing a great job running the bases and stealing bases to taking extra bases. I think we were close or set a record for doubles, and obviously we hit some home runs as well. So I think we were able to generate offense in a lot of different avenues.
And you talk about the beginning of the season. That was a loss, but there weren't many for the Eagles at the beginning. 9-3, the best start in program history, and got votes in the NCBWA poll. What was that feeling like when you started receiving those votes in the national notoriety?
It was exciting. You know, I really was. I was happy for the guys. They worked really hard this year. They put a lot of time in. The expectation was very high, and to see us start to get some national recognition was satisfying.
And then pitching-wise, Devin Sweet has had a fantastic career here for North Carolina Central. Finishes out by being the all-time leader in wins and strikeouts, and he set season record in strikeouts this year. Talk about him and this pitching staff and what they brought to the table this year.
Yeah, first of all, with Devin, he's just a tremendous person. From the day he stepped foot on campus, from what he does in the classroom to off the field to obviously his pitching ability, he's going to be missed in many different ways. He had a tremendous career. I thought it was really capped off this year by him taking his game to the next level and really, helping us win some big games. The pitching staff as a whole, senior leadership showed. We had a lot of seniors pitch a lot of big innings. I thought the improvement from last year was significant. I thought we threw more strikes and did a much better job of competing overall.
Offensively, go back to it, Zach Michalski became the first Eagle ever to drive in 50 RBI in a season, 51 this year. And then Corey Joyce, 15 doubles. And then he becomes MEAC Player of the Year. Talk about Zach and Corey and what they contributed this year.
Yeah, to drive in that many runs, you have to have a lot of guys on base, and the guys in front of them did a great job. And when Zach was in those positions, obviously he did his job to make sure that he had the right approach and put the ball in play and drive the baseball. His overall season was so much more consistent. You can see the consistency in his at-bats. You can see the consistency in his approach, and ultimately it led to a tremendous 2018 for Zach. Corey continues to get better. His approach at the plate this year was just sound from the beginning to the end. The pitches he swung at, the pitches he didn't swing at, just showed a tremendous plate discipline, and it's only going to continue to get better. He has a nice opportunity to start this summer up in the Cape Cod League. He's going to see some tremendous competition up there. I also don't want to count out Carter Williams. Again, you don't get 50 RBIs without having your leadoff hitter on base a lot. And quietly, I say quietly, Carter had 25 extra base hits, but quietly, Carter had a tremendous season. I think he broke the record for total bases. Did a great job in the leadoff spot. I think Carter's going to continue to improve. He's a tremendous hitter and baseball player.
A lot of first evers this year for North Carolina Central. Corey Joyce, first ever MEAC Player of the Year for the Eagles. You mentioned Carter Williams, first ever to reach 100 total bases in the season. And Zach, as you just said, first 50 RBI. Zach is a senior, he's leaving, but Corey and Carter, they come back as juniors. So they'll be joining in with this team. But you mentioned the senior leadership, 14 seniors this year. What did they do to help drive this team to this 28-win mark?
I think the experience helps. When you've been around the game for that long and you've been through the ups and downs, and you know how to deal with adversity a little bit better. And I think the overall calming influence and understanding that the season can be long at times and you have to go through some ups and downs, and then also the sense of urgency the season has as well, and to find balance between the two. I thought they did a good job of that throughout.
So next season, you have Corey and Carter coming back, as we mentioned, and you bring back some pitchers, including Chris Koerner, who was very efficient on the mound. What do you see for next year for this Eagle team?
I think we're going to continue to get better. I'm really excited about the talent that we have coming in. I think you mentioned a very strong foundation coming back with your pretty top 2-3 hitters with Carter and Corey coming back. One of our keys coming in this year was hurt all year, Mitch Walker. He'll be back next year, and I look for Jake Raby to rebound as well. Obviously, Jake had his struggles this year, but Jake was a all-conference player and freshman All-American, and we know Jake's a good ball player, so we're going to be counting on him to rebound as well. And like I said, I think we have some great pieces coming in, and guys are going to help us continue to get better. And again, I don't want to leave out Chris Koerner. Chris had a tremendous year for us. Statistically, might have been our best pitcher, if not one of them. So we're looking forward to him coming back and anchoring the pitching staff.
All right, Coach, and I think before we get out of here, I want to give a congratulations to Andrew Velichka as well, being COSIDA All-District All-American, and I believe he'll be coming back next year as a student assistant. So talk about Andrew Velichka and what he's brought to this program and about his decision to stay aboard.
I think it's great that Andrew's staying on board. He's the type of person that you want to keep involved in the program. The word that comes to mind when I think of Andrew is professional. Just extremely consistent in what he does, from practice to games, off the field, on the field. Just a first-class individual, and I'm excited to be able to have him on our staff next season.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you very much, and good luck next year.
Thank you, Jonathan.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.